So we're
And we're live.
I like saying that, we're live.
Yes.
We have such a fabulous topic today, and it just came to me yesterday. Obviously, we should have been posting this thing a while ago, right? Because if you're doing anything live, you're supposed to be posting your lives a few days ahead.
But if you show up consistently anyway, your people will show up for you anyway.
I know, right?
Right?
So loneliness. It is really hard sometimes as a solopreneur, even though you're surrounded with your family and children and people on other boats.
Yes, on other boats and
On
in
other
other
boats,
forests.
right? I know, right? And husbands that are home, and it can get very, very lonely. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So I'm very excited about it. So
yes. And who are you? Who are you
who
over there?
am I?
Yes, tell us who you are.
I've decided I'm not going to be a Shopify queen anymore. I'm not going to be the e-commerce queen because changes is like a good holiday. So I am, and I really do know a lot about business, and I'm a business Shopify partner, and I'm a best-selling author for Shopify Made Easy books that are going to be out on Friday. So my first 2 books are going to be out on Friday. I'm very, very excited about it.
The suspense.
I know, right?
It's killing me. I can't wait.
A week late. But
shh.
So the cool thing is, something about me is that I live on a boat, hence the boat mentioned, right? And been living on a boat for a while, and it's a yacht. It's not a houseboat. A yacht.
A yacht. Let us know, how do you say yacht in the comments?
Yacht. So and you, who you? You.
Oh, who am I?
Yes.
Over here.
Yes. Okay.
I am Tim Sohn, and I am the producer of the show and the founder of Sohn Social Media Solutions, where we show up on live shows, just randomly on live shows, and help amazing people like Veronica Jeans show up and push the buttons behind the scenes and
post it
and things like that.
Yeah. All I have to
make
do is
things
think
easier.
About an idea. All I have to do is think of an idea, right?
And so, Chris Stone is saying yacht in the comments. That's how he says it. Yacht.
Yes. So I say yacht.
Hi, Chris Stone.
Okay. So let's talk about lonely. And so there's difference between alone and loneliness, right? So
true.
Alone is when nobody's around you, but loneliness, you can be in the middle of a crowd and still be lonely, right?
True.
And it's prevalent for small business entrepreneurs to get that really lonely feeling of I'm on my own, and how am I going to do this? And oh my Lord, Roy's making a lot of noise. But anyway,
keeping it real.
I live
Radiating
on a working boat. Anyway, yeah. So he's sanding outside. So anyway, so how to get over it? You've been working for yourself for a long time.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
Well, before COVID, I used to, I was a member of the local Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
So I would meet a lot of other local business owners and nonprofit people, and just, like people from the community that way.
Schmoozing, yes.
Schmoozing. Yeah. But Veronica is the queen of schmoozing. I cannot keep up with her. You have to see her in action, in person. Schmooze. She is the queen.
Schmoozing. Love schmoozing. Connecting with people. And, I think also because COVID has really changed our dynamic a lot. But even before that, I mean, you're sitting at home, you're having your own business. And so my first tip is, this is my first tip, is remember what your vision is for your company. So you started a business because you had this vision in your head. You wanted to be independent. You wanted to earn money. You wanted to make some money and not be under the man, or whatever it's called, right? Or the woman, right? And
Yes, you don't want to be under the man or the woman.
yes. And so you want to have your own business. And it's all very exciting in the beginning, right? Because hopefully you have somebody that's pop that as a customer, and so you gung ho, and then it comes that time when the customer says bye bye, or you don't have customers, right? It takes a while um, to get another customer. It's not easy because you're obviously in an industry, in any of the industries. I don't care what industry you're in. There's always competition, and there's always somebody else that has a price lower than you, that promises more than you, and you know that, it's just whoever connects to you. So you got to stay true to your vision, and it's practice, right? Do not say yes to stuff just to make money. That is the hardest part, because what happens is you get so busy with this cheap jobs, right? You get so busy that when opportunity knocks where you can actually get a really good big client, you don't have the money, you don't have the capacity, you can't deliver, and then you start disappointing your clients, and then they start drifting away. So it is, I think it is imperative to stay true to vision and try and make it work as long as possible. So obviously the secret is have money on a credit card that you can live on.
Is that what you do, Veronica Jeans?
No,
Is that the
no, I
secret?
don't.
No.
Never, ever. No. Actually,
Has this happened to you before?
When I started, I probably did. There's that pay in and then pay out, and the money comes in and out. But you have to. I think you have to calibrate what you want to do all the time, right? And that's where the goals come in. So what do you really want to do, and how you're going to do it? But then also, how are you going to do it? Obviously, how to get customers and everything. But then stay fixed. Do not do, and we've already talked about this, do not do too many free things, because it'll suck up your time. That customer, that cheap customer will suck up your time, baby, and they will demand more. And then they say, well, I can't pay you this month. Can we go to next month, right? And then you go, oh, that's not a problem. And then it goes to next month. And in the meantime, you've delivered. So you got to make sure that you look. Okay, so what happens is you get these little jobs, and then you're like, oh, I hate this. Why did I start a business? This is driving me nuts. This customer is driving me nuts. And then what happens is you become, literally, you start folding in, and you become lonely because you're not communicating with people, because you're unhappy, and it's like a self-perpetuating situation, right? And then you get depressed, and it's like, why am I doing this? And the problem is, as well, is as you're getting lonelier and more depressed because things aren't running your way, and there's too much pressure of stuff that you don't want to do, you actually get antisocial. You become more antisocial, right? And it's like you become, it's terrible, because, and I'm sure COVID has actually caused a lot of problems, right? But even before that, you need to, that's why I'm saying you need to stay true, or try, right? It's not always easy, right? It's easy to talk, and I've been in a situation, hey, I used to, when we moved to Holland, and moving countries is seriously hard as an entrepreneur before the internet, right? I used to sell the Coke bottles, or the what do you call it here? The pop bottles, right? I used to get 25 cents a bottle, and then I would be able to give them all in and buy some groceries from them. Been there, done that, So
hey, you got to do what you got to do.
I know, right? Sometimes you got to do what you have to do. And so, so how did you get started? Did you just start in the social media, or what was the situation?
I was working at newspapers for 12 years.
Yes.
And then I ended up here in the middle of nowhere because my wife bought this land in the middle of nowhere in Pennsylvania and built this house here. So I blame her.
Oh my.
And then I ended up freelance writing and editing in between before I got into social media. And then I was using social media to connect with potential sources for writing stories, and they were reaching out to me. And then I said, let me just try. I really didn't know much about social media at all. Let me see if I can get clients. I could train them on how to use social media, local businesses here in Northeast Pennsylvania. And it worked. So I just tried, and there was a need, and that's my story. And look who's here.
Oh, cool, Brian Schulman, yes. So Amanda, my daughter-in-law, she's in social media, and she has a team of VAs, and she does project management and blah blah blah, all this other cool stuff.
Blah blah blah.
Every time, there is always an ebb and a flow in entrepreneurship, right? You make money, you don't make money, and it's and then that's when the loneliness and depression comes in. Then you start making money and you get excited. I keep telling people, if I get money, I get really excited because I can then help you because I'm excited about the project. But if there's no money, then you can't get excited, right? It's like, this is a slog, and how am I going to buy my wine? But
right,
So joining a mastermind group is a really great idea, and especially a mastermind group of people that are on the same level as you, not somebody who's successful or not successful, but on the same level as you, because then what happens, you actually grow together because you all are putting in your collective brains into, hey, maybe you should be doing this, or maybe you should be doing that. And then, or even if you have the idea, telling you, hey, you should start doing that, right? So joining a mastermind group, and so these days it's so easy. I'm actually creating a new mastermind group.
Oh.
And so I've got two.
Okay.
Because this is how I feel about it, is that I get so enthusiastic about what I'm doing after I talk to people that I can go a long stretch without, oh my God, this is just boring,
Yeah.
What am I doing here, right? So, and then our third, which is obviously really important, is our mindset.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that?
Mindset?
Yes.
How to get into the right mindset?
Yes.
Well, what I like to do is I like to run into the forest and run away from everything. That's how I get into the right mindset. No, but seriously, the running into the forest does bring me, like, in the morning, I like to go for a walk, and it gives me peace and tranquility before the lack thereof.
Yes, that's your what they call it?
Deflection place.
Yeah. They say you should
place.
You should and I've forgotten the word. You should meditate, right?
Meditate. Well, I don't do that there.
Well, it is a sort of it's a sort of a meditation that you're doing, because you're going into a quiet place, and nature is really quiet and calming, and so that calms your brain down, so you can, so when you're in your situation, when you're working and it's overwhelming, going for that walk will put you into that, okay, it's all okay, it's not so bad as what we thought it's going to be, right?
Yeah.
So being in the right mindset and getting into is literally getting a quiet spot and blanking your brain out. And so my quiet spot is in the middle of the night. So I go walking. I used to run. I used to have great ideas when running, because you get into your head, and then that's when you think. But now I'm walking with Roy, so I can't get into my head because he thinks I'm rude then. But but walking through the marina is all the cool boats and the birds and the water, and that's sort of like this is really cool. I can relax, and it's there's a saying that says, and I've forgotten as well, my brain's not working today. It's very Monday-ish today, my brain. Anyway, it
Yes.
says, it's not as bad as a train smash, right? That's my saying.
It's not as bad as a train smash.
Right.
It's got to be great then if it's not a train smash.
Right. You've got to always look for the silver lining. With whatever you're doing, it's like being positive. And another part of the mindset is thinking positive, not negative, not concentrating on the negative things of, oh my Lord, okay, so this morning I opened my book writing thing, whatever it is, software, and boom, it just wouldn't open up, and I thought, oh no, what am I going to do now, right?
Yeah.
So, but even with that, it's like, okay, calm down, and there's several steps you need to do, and boom, it came up again. So just thinking positive. This is going to work. This, whatever you're doing, it's going to work. And so, anybody else has? Oh, Jim Foose is here. Yes.
Jim, hey Jim.
See,
Brian says, "Are we live?" I think we are.
Yes, we are live.
Jim, let us know, how do you get in a positive mindset? I know you were in the Marines, and you're very like strategic and focused. And how do you get in that mindset?
So I have a Marine story.
Ooh.
So when my boys were in high school, we got the little card saying, hey, come and talk to us. And my son said, I want to go and talk to him. I said, I don't think you can be there because we only got a green card. Anyway, no, it was before our green card, because you can join when you have a green card. But so we went, and I called the guy, the army.
You called it the army?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
So he was like standing there going, man, this is not the army. This is the Marine. And I went, I don't know. I'm a foreigner. What do I know? Anyway, he's not impressed with me. He was not impressed with me. So getting into the right mindset. Jim, let us know can you imagine being a Marine? You definitely have to be in the right mindset, right?
Yes. I guess. I've never been a Marine. What about you, Brian Shulman? How do you're all about positivity and positive vibes. Yes. How do you do that? How do you?
Exactly. Because I'm sure every now and again you go, oh my Lord, I've got to do this thing on Saturday, and I really just want to relax and go home.
Just want to become a cat.
And become a cat and just,
Or a woman.
So how Brian, yes, that's pretty cool. I like the glasses.
Look, glasses on glasses.
Yes. Oh, on glasses. Glasses on glasses. Okay. So
let's focus.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we have 4.
We're on this one. Oh no, wait, we're on this one.
Yeah.
Surround yourself with like-minded people. You need support.
Yes.
Like Veronica Jeans and Brian Shulman and Jim Fuse.
Yes. And so what we met when we were volunteering
at Social Media Marketing World, right? In 2019.
Yes. But so meeting Brian, I have no idea. Oh, you told me to come online. And meeting Brian.
It's my fault.
And it's all your fault. And meeting Nancy online is getting in touch with people that are on the same level as what you are, doing the same thing. But, that positiveness, I'll tell you something, it makes such a huge difference to surround yourself with people that are, hey, I'm growing my business and I'm enthusiastic and let's be positive. And just like that little Jessica in the mirror. Did you ever see that on YouTube? Yes.
No, I haven't seen it.
And I love my house and I love my life and I love my little brother, and she's dancing in front of the mirror.
Dancing.
I'm sure you haven't seen that?
I haven't. You'll have to send me the link.
Positive, I think she's called Jessica. And it is definitely the way you should be starting the day. If you are like lonely and this is depressing and I've just lost a client, just go and stand in the mirror and go, yes. And, and it helps, right? It helps because it gets you into that. And so here's another thing. Smile. You have to smile. So So if you are smiling, even if you have to go and smile at yourself in the mirror, right? If you're smiling, you make yourself smile. If you see somebody smiling, then you automatically your face goes up. So go to the store and start smiling at people. They think you're crazy, but and they will respond to you. And that's that positive energy that you can absorb and go back home and go, yes, I can do this, right? I should be those coaches on the side of the teams. Yes, go, go, go.
Or maybe you could be a boxer.
A boxer.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, I did some boxing.
You did?
Oh, yeah. I tried it out for 5 minutes. I didn't even
5
last a minute. I didn't last a minute because it is the most exhausting sport I think you can do.
Oh my gosh.
It is seriously exhausting, and it doesn't look exhausting, right? And I didn't even hit anybody. I was just dancing around. Anyway,
Wow.
So yes.
Yeah.
So you need the support, even if chatting to people online. So we're not out, and it's really, really coming down rain right now. Whoa.
Oh, so, thanks for the weather forecast.
I know, right? I know.
Yeah.
This is Houston. We have weather, and so.
Let us know the weather forecast where you are. We want to know.
So we were talking about it as well, Tim, about how to communicate with people today is chatting with them. Get a couple of people that you can chat to, right? Hey, how's your day going? Shall we, or somebody that you can meet with online every 2 weeks, just to chat to somebody, to brainstorm, to throw some ideas around, or just to talk. I mean, and so I think it was 2-3 weeks ago, we talked about having the support of your family and your spouses, right? But even though you have that support, it is still, you can't talk about your business all the time. They get very bored. My friends used to roll their eyes in their head every time. She's talking about business again. Oh my God. So talking to people that are, as we said, like-minded people that are in business, that understand where your brain's going, is super, super, super important. And that's where you need support. So even just talking to somebody maybe once a month and saying, hey, let's have a confab for half an hour. Nobody likes to say an hour because you all go, oh my God, I don't have an hour. But before you know it, you're talking an hour like we normally do on Mondays, right? So, but so that will also inspire you because that the spark, that's why we become entrepreneurs, is the sparking of those ideas in our head. And so for me, is like inspiring my clients and coming up with ideas for my clients. And that's where I get excited, right? Or connecting them with somebody. So that is so important then, to actually talk to somebody and go, hey, I'm doing this. What do you think? Is this a good idea or not? And here comes my hubby Roy, because we live on a boat and the weather's bad.
Yes.
So he's going to be, and we don't live in a basement. This is the salon and the office.
The cellar.
Right, salon.
Cellar.
Salon.
Salon.
Yes.
Salon. Not the cellar, the cellar.
Not the cellar, the salon. Yes.
Let us know, how do you say salon?
Salon. Yes. So
and what is the weather forecast where you are?
We should have Anita in here. And so, okay.
Yes, let's focus.
So that, yes, exactly. Let's focus. So that's why you should have talk to like-minded people. You need the support of your family. You need the support of your spouse, because if you don't, that's going to be really, really hard to be successful in business without getting very depressed, because you've got this negative influence on the one side. How are you going to be positive for your clients? So, but then talking to people that are in the same boat as you, literally, right? Literally, will really, really be amazing for yourself. So I got caught up in the Zooming. So it would really be amazing for positiveness, right? It's that positiveness that keeps us as entrepreneurs going.
Yeah, and you could connect with like-minded people like in a Facebook group, or
Yes,
if you
yes,
watch live shows like this one or
yes,
other ones,
yes,
I'll watch live shows and then I'll connect with people during live shows. Like there's certain live shows that I'll watch that, I'll notice that certain types of people watch them, that I
yes,
want to connect with. And then I'll
yes.
just say,
Oh,
"Hey,
that's a
also
great
watching this live
idea. Yes.
show, would love to connect with you, blah blah blah." They'll be like, "Hey, happy
I know
to."
it's like walking into a lounge
Yeah,
in
just
an
like that.
area and then
Lounge.
meeting meeting,
Yeah.
meeting people and then connecting with people. It's the same thing. And I think that's a great idea about on the live, connecting with people on the live, because it's like
Yeah.
somebody's talking to you. So it is a live situation, and your brain says, "Hey, it is in real time, right?" So you actually get
Yeah.
that reaction from somebody immediately, which
Yes.
makes you so much more enthusiastic to connect to somebody instead of saying,
Yes.
"Well, I'll wait to connect," right? I don't really want to bother you. I'll connect later on, right? So that
Yeah.
is a great, great, great tip.
Yes.
Salon, yes. Gabe, Gabe is helping me with
Yes.
that
Gabe says he
pronunciation.
needs a live stream lounge. We consider your show a live stream lounge, Gabe. We
Exactly,
just lounge
exactly,
while we're watching your shows. We just wear our pajamas and lounge
exactly,
and
exactly,
learn at the same time and network.
exactly. So, and
Uh
then so
yeah. And then
one other
also,
to try out a co-working space, right? If you don't have one in your area, um, go to the next go. And so this is a good way to connect with people as well in the same um, co-working space. That doesn't make sense, right? If you don't have
I
one in your
fixed it.
area, yes, if you have one in your area, right? But
Yes,
if you
if you
don't have
do.
one in your area, like I don't have anything like this in my area, then you know the chamber is a good meeting space, right? I mean, a lot of people are not connecting or not
Yeah.
going to places, but they're starting already. So going to chambers, like-minded people there, right? Maybe new customers. Where else? So we have. I don't know if you have lifestyle, the gym
Jim?
lifestyle. Obviously not in the Bundes where you are, but in the
No, not
big
in the
area,
boonies.
in the boonies. So there's a gym here called Lifestyle, and they have co-working space and a cafeteria and all sorts of things.
Oh,
Even
that's
that,
cool.
that's a great idea, right? So, or
Yeah.
create one yourself. And so you can always get free space from like we used to go to La Madeleine and then just organize a space in the back area.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, and then Ankit is asking how can we find like-minded people? We were saying Facebook groups, we were saying
yes,
um
live shows
live shows.
like this, yes,
You
connecting
could
with
even do a
people.
search like on LinkedIn or Facebook, right? For different like by different keywords or interests, things like that. Especially on LinkedIn, right?
Yes, or is it Meetup, the networking area,
Meetup.
Meetup online, right? Meetup. It is, and Facebook groups are a great way to go and check out who's in there and have conversations. I mean, the first thing is to identify a group and then have conversations. That's my daughter-in-law. Look,
Hello, daughter-in-law.
Jessica Jeans. Hi.
Oh,
She's in Florida.
she says volunteering also.
Oh,
That's
fabulous,
cool.
fabulous. Yes, volunteering. She's right. You can volunteer, right? Because then you're meeting new people, and it gives you a really good feeling because you're actually helping somebody else. So
Yeah.
that's huge. Volunteer, brilliant idea, Jessica.
And Ankit is asking,
Oh
are
God,
there
like
any
whoa.
e-commerce co-workers spaces? Have you heard of any?
No,
No.
and
Okay.
and 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 Ankit, and the big follow your passion when you pick a community. Yes, exactly. So Ankit, the big problem is that e-commerce mostly is, unless it's a retail space, right? They have an e-commerce online, so they're already working out of a retail space. But if they're just e-commerce, most people do it from home. So yeah, they have a problem about being on their own and trying to create this whole business on their own online. So yes, it's e-commerce is really, really hard.
Yeah.
That's the big thing with my clients is I literally have a workshop, a free workshop which is a co-working space. Haha, right? So
Yeah.
where people can come in and meet and discuss their problems about e-commerce, and normally I talk a lot of this as well. But a lot of times they'll come in and go, hey, I have the shipping problem, or I have this problem, and we'll talk about it. So it is literally create a co-working space online. Call it a workshop. So actually, I never thought about it. That's what I have. Yes.
Love it.
I know, right?
That's
So
awesome.
that was our 5. So what we talked about today is learn to say no to things that are not aligned with your goals, because that's going to make you unhappy. And then that means that you are going to be lonely and depressed.
Right.
And frustrated and all this other stuff. And
just like that.
Join a mastermind group. Create a mastermind group. Get 3 or 4 people and say, hey, invite somebody else and create a little group where you can start brainstorming. Mindset. Get the right mindset. Go and what do we say called? Meditate.
Meditate. Yes.
Go for a walk, and as what's your name again? Tim. As you're saying, right? You go.
Yes, that is my name.
You go into the woods and you just, it is a calming. Just get someplace where you can calm down, right? And so Jessica's a 3-year and a 5-year-old. It's really, really hard to get a moment where you can be like, okay, this is me. You can't even go to the loo by yourself. So, but tell your husband, hey, say 5 minutes, I'm going to go out and do my thing. And then surround yourself with like-minded people, because you need the support. That's how you're going to make it. If you have the support, you'll be able to create bigger things, right? Because you're positive and you get ideas and things are sparking and it's exciting.
Yes, absolutely.
Right. And co-working space, create a workshop or go to the local chamber or Facebook groups, right? Some groups are either too small, they don't communicate. Some of them are too big. But what you do is just to look around and then see if you can find somebody that you can connect with. And then, as you said, Tim, as well, is go on lives that of people that you like on the Tim and Jim show.
Yes,
right?
The Tim and Jim show.
Tim and Jim show. And then you can connect with people. On our show, you connect with people. Or on Brian Schulman's show or Gabe's show, right? So you go and you just check it out and then you start talking to people, and that's when you're communicating. So here's the thing, you've got to engage. And I think that's the biggest takeaway today. You've got to be engaged, right? You've got to engage with other people, communicate with other people.
Like drop.
I like that. Right? To communicate with other people. And even if it's going to be slow in the beginning, you won't know people. And sometimes, for me, it's easy. I'm just schmoozing with anybody. I have an hour where I schmooze, right? But some people are like
mic drop
the mic. And so some people are not comfortable, connecting with people. So here's my other tip.
A bonus tip.
A bonus tip, right? So it's like I got this tip when I was in a sales course many years ago. And this guy said, if, nobody likes to make a cold call. And that's literally what you're trying to do, is making a cold call, right? So what you do is you call a friend and then you chat to them. And then now you're all positive and bouncy and everything. And then you pick up the phone and you connect with that cold call person that you need to talk to. And boom, it works, because your positiveness comes through and you're enthusiastic and you're friendly and you're not stiff. And so, maybe that's it. Connect with somebody that and then, start talking to other people. Right? We've gone through the whole thing very, very fast today. I'm very happy to say. Deborah Hasler, Rhonda Lynn, she may have some helpful thoughts or ideas for your business. She has lots of videos and books. Love you, girl. Yes, exactly. I don't know who Rhonda Lynn is, but yes. Yes, Steve, yes. Co-working spaces are so awesome. Although, it's not always easy to connect to people in a co-working space because, everybody's sitting there on the computers and doing their thing and working or
working,
not visiting, right? But the more you go to the same place, the more you become familiar. So there will be a time when you go, hey, and you start talking to each other. So being consistent with whatever you're doing is also key, right? And
Steve
and then
Taylor
you start
is here.
Communicating.
Hey, Steve.
Yes.
Steve was in my live streaming course like early on in the pandemic.
Yes, exactly. So, yes, co-working spaces are key. I mean, even going to Starbucks, right? Go to Starbucks.
No, go to Dunkin', not Starbucks. No, Starbucks. No.
Dunkin' doesn't have places you can work.
Yes, sure they do.
They do?
Yeah.
I don't go to either, but it's
go to the wrong one. You have to find the right one.
Any coffee place, right? Any coffee place.
Let us know. Do you prefer Dunkin' or Starbucks?
I don't prefer either. They're horrible black coffee. And so they don't even make decent tea, by the way. So, yes. So
Robert Murray is here.
So you have to surround yourself with people that are working, right? This is it.
Yes. Surround yourself with people who are working who don't want to talk to you. Definitely
that don't want to talk to you. So again, it's really hard to connect with somebody if it's in a strange place. It is much, much easier to do it online when you don't have to have a face-to-face. Yes,
True.
I don't
Taylor
go
doesn't
to
go
Dunkin' or Starbucks either, Steve. I stay on my boat. Yeah. So
Robert Murray, where do you go? Dunkin' or Starbucks? We want to know.
So what I do is I literally communicate with people online all day long. And my hubby Roy says, you talk all day. So I do, right? I do. I have meetings.
Yes.
And I have my work, my master classes, and in between I do some work. But I try and communicate with people all during the day.
Yes.
Yes, I like that as well. Steve Taylor says, support local coffee shops and other small businesses. If I see a small coffee shop, I always go there. I won't go to Starbucks. I refuse. I'm not going to support the man. Yeah, support your local businesses because it's really hard. Such a thing what doesn't exist? It's a conspiracy. Co-space. Yes. So yeah, I mean, and you know what? If you're in e-commerce, if you're in business, you can always come and join my workshops. Mondays at 10:30, I put it out. Actually, that's a great idea. What I should do is I should put it out more often, and then people can join. So yes. Monday workshops, 10:30 a.m. CST. CST, yes.
How can people join them?
I have no idea.
You don't know how they can join them?
Well, people connect with me and then I put them in. So what they can do is DM me and I'll put them in my e-commerce message group, and which didn't work on Monday when Facebook crashed. But so I had a free day. But I have an e-commerce group that I pop everybody in. I just announce it, and you pop up, you pop in if you want to. If you don't, if you have a problem, you pop in. If you just want to communicate with people, you can pop in. And there are some really, really cool people in there that have their own businesses and have had it for quite a long time.
Awesome.
I know, right? Several hundred miles. So that's what I mean by they don't exist. Yes, I know, right? I know. So yes. Mine is All
right.
Really, cool. I haven't been in the Starbucks in a long time. I do tend to go to smaller coffee shops if I go off and meet somebody. I like to just see what's in the area and support them.
Yes.
right?
Right. This has
This
been
was
a great
awesome.
conversation, don't you think?
I know. Let's see if we have any other good things here. Find it. Yes, Jessica Jean says, check that. My daughter-in-law, she's awesome. My other
Yes.
daughter-in-law, I've got two. So she says, find a gym that has good childcare. So yes. So if you have smaller kids, which is, and she keeps telling me she can't finish her book because she's got small kids, right? There's so much to do. And so she find a gym with childcare so you can actually have that little space of doing exercise, which is good for your brain. Endorphins, I call them endomorphins. It's good. My husband goes, what? I call them your endomorphins, those things that get your brain going, your endorphins. So exercise is good to get your brain going. You get into a space where you start thinking and you're meditating while you're doing exercise, except when you're lifting weights, you shouldn't be doing that, right? And then and that gives you that alone space as well to, hey, you can meet people in the gym as well, right? Especially if they're standing sweating next to you.
Yeah, meet sweaty people. Do that. Absolutely.
So again, if you're doing something, do it consistently, but especially if it's face to face, because most people won't just come up and say, hey, blah 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 blah, except for me. um, but if you consistently go to a place, then people start recognizing you and going, hi, and then eventually, hopefully, you'll have a conversation in the wherever, and if you have
Yep.
to just control and spouse. Jessica's on fire here. She's control and spouse for children. And yeah, I mean, call a girlfriend and say, hey, I'll look after your kids for an hour. I'm going to do this to go and get my brain back. And then I'll look after your kids for an hour. And so here's again, you've got two like-minded moms creating a space for themselves because they need it. Especially Jessica's running her own business as well as the little kids. You need to create that environment where you can actually meet people. Yes. There's a LinkedIn
Yes.
user that we don't know who it is. Can you see
It's
that?
Ankit.
Oh, Uncut.
Yes.
Yes, he's going to create he is going to create a space, a TV show. Hopefully, I'll be invited about e-commerce. So we're still talking about it. Yes. It's going to be awesome.
Yes. Awesome.
Robert
Okay.
Murray, he used to work at Starbucks when he was 17. Shame.
Wow.
So you can really make lots of nice coffee. They still can't
Yes.
make proper tea, right? They always put too much water in. There's no space for my milk. Yes. Okay, this is brilliant. Anybody come up with any ideas of how do you cope with loneliness as a solopreneur? We're open to ideas. So we've said align yourself with your goals. Stay true to your vision. Join a mastermind group. Have a mindset. Clear your mind under mindset, right? Mindset. It's such a clicky word, but mindset, hey, is just you got to be positive. You got to have a space in your head where you're positive all the time, and you can literally be positive and get yourself going. Surround yourself with like-minded people and co-working space, right? Co-working space. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. Anybody other comments? No.
Nope. We're good.
Brilliant. We're good to
Yes.
go. Okay, we are going to finish early today. which is fabulous. I can go back to writing. And there is
Yes.
so much happening on Shopify right now. Because I'm writing my books,
Plural.
I discovered so many new things on Shopify, and new things that they're going to be adding. It is so exciting. So if you want to open an e-commerce store, let me know, and I'll help you open it. I won't do it for you. I have minions that do it. So, but you can buy my book, and you can start your own store. Right? Very, very easy. Anyway, so
Yes.
It's been exciting. What are we going to talk about next week? I'll have to think of something.
We'll let you know.
This year.
Yes, we will let you know.
Yes, exactly. I come up with these things. I come up with ideas when I'm in my happy place, walking in the marina, looking at boats and the birds and the water. So that's when you get ideas, right?
Yes, that's where you get your ideas. Yes.
Okay, so you have a show. Tell us about your show.
I have a show. Well, we have the Tim and
Tomorrow.
Jim show tomorrow night.
Yes. So
Tomorrow
you have
night
the
we
Tim and
have Showing Up
sorry.
Perspectives on Cancer with Olune
Mm-hmm.
at 8 o'clock. So that'll be she's going to be talking about from the perspective of her sister passed during COVID. She had breast cancer. So she's going to be speaking from that perspective. She wasn't able to be there
Yes.
for her passing. Her sister lived in Nigeria. She lived Olune
Oh
lives
wow.
lives in Canada. So join us for that. Will be 8 o'clock on Tuesday, tomorrow night, on my
And on Wednesday?
LinkedIn. And Wednesday is the Tim and Jim show with Andrew Lane of
Copy AI.
Copy.ai.
I love Copy
Yes.
AI. I do all my blogs with Copy AI right now. It's awesome.
Yes. Awesome.
Awesome.
So
Okay.
that is 11 o'clock Eastern on
Wednesday. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so make sure to join us, and it will
I
be
might
great to
have
see you
an
there.
impromptu show on Friday
Ooh.
because I'm going to be with a client they sell African sculptures. So
Ooh.
I'm thinking about doing a quick little live while I'm in the warehouse to show off our things and to have a chat with them.
That'd be
It's just
awesome.
one of the ideas.
Yeah, very cool.
A random live.
Why not?
Yes.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, baby. Yes.
I love it.
Yes, exactly. You know what happens behind the scenes, how we get it there. That's a brilliant idea, actually.
Yeah.
And then repurpose it, put it into a blog, and then put it out onto social.
Yes. Just like
okay,
that.
This has been awesome. Thank you, everybody, for popping in. And if you're watching this after, I hope you enjoy this. I hope you get something out of this, some golden nugget. And let us know if you need any help. Tim is my producer, right?
Yes.
And he will help you produce your lives. He keeps reminding me. And so today was a day that I was not going to do it. I was like, do I have to do it? And he said, hey, you need to do this. Come on, give me the whatevers and let's get going.
Let's go.
Exactly, right? Having that support is huge. And
I also was able to bring Dunkin' Donuts to the screen as well. I mean, who doesn't want that?
I should have had my tea. So yes, and so yeah, this is awesome. Thank you so much. And if you need any help as well from me, you can DM me to be in my workshop on Mondays, 10:30 CST, just to be in a space where you can talk about your business. And message Veronica if you want to join. Yeah, good idea. And I'll put you into the group. That's the only way I'll let you know. I'm not emailing anybody anymore. It's just in the group, you pitch up. And so, yes. And then also my books go on sale. My 2021 book will be on sale. And my 2 new books will be on sale by this weekend. And then at a special price. So I need to put that up. It's going to be awesome.
So exciting.
Yes, very exciting. Okay.
All right.
Cheers, everybody. Thanks for popping in. Bye.
Bye.